a new day. Some things are different, but nothing has changed. Still got my number, still got my name. Tell everybody I'm back in the game. This is my time, faster than ever, hungry and I'm going to come back and take what is mine, bigger and better. It's a new dawn, it's a new day. Some things are different, but nothing has changed. Still got my number, still got my name. Tell everybody I'm back in the game.
Here live from the Voss Fieldhouse, Matt Wayner alongside Paul Willard for an exciting matchup here for two undefeated in conference. Trine Thunder coming here to the Voss Fieldhouse to take on the Hope College Flying Dutch. Both teams 4-0 in conference play in the MIAA. Two teams we expect to be in it all the way to the end. A historic matchup. These teams have been so strong, Paul, for the last 5 years. Teams that have met in the national tournament, conference tournament, etc. So there's no love lost between these two matchups, and we got junior Sydney Wagner coming in town, 17 a game.
Yeah.
Paul, what do you think?
Yeah, Sid Wagner, the reigning MIAA MVP, coming off of an excellent season last season in her sophomore effort, coming in here as a junior. Trine, of course, winning the last two regular season games here in DeVos Fieldhouse from the past 2 seasons ago. Trine really making DeVos Fieldhouse their second home here for a little bit, it would seem, and all thanks to the guard play of Sydney Wagner, of course. Like we talked about, the reigning MIAA MVP, averaging 17 points a game. You know, one of the things that's key for Hope, I think, in this game is trying to blanket Wagner. In the games that Trine has lost this year, Sid Wagner shot a respective like 28% and about 38% from the field, well under her season average of about 42%. So if they're really going to try to contain Trine's offense, it's going to start by blanketing
That is her first team second. Basket was good by number 15, Sydney Wagner. Entering the line for the Flying Dutch, number 11, Jada Gardner. Entering the line for Trine number 20, Allison Hudson, and 21, Erin Sherwood.
Averaging, like we mentioned off the top, near 22, 23 minutes a game here. She's their floor general, right? And she's going to run everything through her. She's got the ball out here on the wing with Hines guarding her. Shot clock winding down now.
Garner with space, up and under, and one!
Wow! Oh, Jada Garner, beautiful up and under. Beautiful patience there, Matt.
And as we see winter break ending here in Holland, Michigan, you can start to see the Hope fans filing in, Paul.
Yeah.
As they're welcome back for the second semester with a wonderful basketball game here in DeVos Fieldhouse.
Yeah, lots of student athletes over in the student section today wearing all orange. DeVos Fieldhouse, of course, usually packed to the rafters pretty much. Lots of fans here today. Of course, over our left shoulder always is the visiting team, and Trine Faithful came out.
That's right, not too far of a drive, just under 3 hours for them from Angola. And if you're listening to us down there as a Trine fan, we're pleased to have you here listening on the broadcast, and it's been a fun game so far. Drive, that's a nice pass by Tate, and that's down for the easy too.
Wow.
Is the sophomore Addison Hudson from Battle Creek. Hope pushing with pace the other way. Trine remains in a man-to-man. Kern dribble driving, picks up her dribble out to Bellows. Bellows trying to create space. She's been just over 10 a game. Done really well off the bench. Brunsberg, yes.
I don't even think that one hit the net, Matt. That just looked like it dropped straight through.
Brunsberg coming here all the way from Minnesota, and she's just been fantastic as a freshman so far. You can see the bright future for her.
Yeah, Chloe Brunsberg's a name that the Hope Faithful are going to want to put in their Rolodex because she's going to be a player for years to come here for the Flying Dutch team.
Hudson's 10-footers off the mark, so here's Hope going the other way. Kern driving out. Brunsberg trying to create space on Hudson. Fellows on the left side. Come off that screen, but that's great defense by Wagner.
Yeah. You know, a complete player Sydney Wagner is. You know, not enough good things can be said about her, of course. And we're going to give her flowers today, as she is certainly going to be one of the premier players on the court this afternoon.
As we said earlier, the junior Wagner was Conference Player of the Year last year and All-American. She looks to repeat this year, and she's been pretty strong so far, averaging 17 a game. Garner from 2. We got a prize fight here in Holland.
Absolutely. This is what you love, right? This is MIAA basketball. This is D3 at its finest, and two of the best teams pretty much definitely in the conference and definitely in the Midwest, if not the entire country, are going toe-to-toe right now.
So in the ball game now, that's Erin Sherwood, number 21. She's a sophomore from Dansville, Michigan. And Sherwood's been coming on as somebody that's come off the bench this year. She's averaging 10 a game. And when you have somebody that's very ball dominant like Wagner and playing a lot of minutes, she plays 30 a game. You got to have that person that can maybe play off of that with the pick and roll, pick and pop, a slasher as well that can score, and that's been Hines so far.
Sure.
So it's 19-17. It's been a high-scoring game. So we're not even done with the first quarter yet. Trine currently outpacing themselves. They only average 68 points a game. Hope College averaging 77 a game, so Trine with a really hot start for them.
Much of that thanks to the quick and hot shooting of Sierra Hines, who I believe has 9 points so far.
Bellows with room to work. She picks up her dribble. Here's Garner, top of the key. Shot clock winding down now. Bellows, nice dish to Jemison and one.
Wow! What a great find from Olivia Bellows there.
Bellows just driving tough as all that traffic collapsed on her, and she finds Jemison, her defender, just late. It looks like they're going to get Hudson on that foul. So Hudson's just got one. She was just late a little bit to be able to block Jemison.
Yeah.
She got her on the body. Jemison with the easy two and the opportunity for an old-fashioned three-point play.
Yeah, Bellows really known for her dribble drive skill and ability. She's really worked on her shot this year. Jemison not able to get that to fall, but Bellows showing some great court vision and some great distribution. And it looks like a Trine player may have stepped out of bounds on that far side there, Matt. I think that's what they got it with.
That's the freshman Capuch. As she steps out of bounds right there on Wagner, really trying to push the pace to get an easy three there. And here's Taryn Maynard commanding offense as it looks like a few Hope College starters checking in the game. Kern driving with the left. Yeah!
Whoa. Southpaw Hannah Kearns with the kiss off the glass. You love to see it.
This Hope second team has really answered the bell so far in the first. We got 2:51 to play in the first quarter now. Capuch driving, hands off to Wagner. Wagner going to work on Maynard and Jemison. Nice dish down to Sherwood. Sherwood double team, dish out. That's a three-pointer off the mark from Jada Roundhouse. Maynard pushing the pace. She's that guard in that second group for Hope College that comes off the bench. Brunsberg, pump fake.
Yeah, Trine's defense, you know, one of the things that I've noticed about Trine, Hope is only up by one right now, but Trine's defense has just been swarming, right? They are playing with a lot of pace. They're playing with a lot of quickness, both on the offensive and defensive end. We'll see if it can last that entire game, because like we talked about, Hope does a really good job of going 5 in, 5 out. Trine doesn't nearly sub as much as Hope does, so we'll see if that momentum and that amount of fitness can sustain them for the rest of the game.
That's a great point, Paul. You know, they're a team that really always been going 7-8 deep. They've got 3 starters that are 27 to 30 minutes a game. So you wonder how that's going to play in, as they've just done a tremendous job in this first quarter hedging off ball screens, being able to stay with their man and in man-to-man. And 21 to 20, that's the Hope lead. Jemison with room to work, off the glass.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
A confident take from Raven Jemison, the senior.
That's right. Jemison, the former high school point guard, in case you were unaware.
Point forward, baby.
Yeah, you would never, but you would never think that.
Oh! Sydney Viss says no can do on the block. Going the other way is Maynard. Maynard for 2 off the mark. Rebound brought down by Sherwood.
Yeah.
Sydney Viss out of nowhere.
Absolutely. Taryn Maynard kind of got, didn't have her skis under her quite there, as she kind of went wildly into the paint and let that ball go a little too soon, I think.
Katie Tate, dribble drive, picks up her dribble, ill-advised pass out to Roundhouse. Now Trine settling in. On the drive is Tate. Dish out. Three-pointer is an air ball from the sophomore from Schoolcraft. That's Allie Walter.
Yeah, really great defensive pressure by Hope there to kind of close out on that three and make her shoot that one really long.
Kaiser's going to take a seat on the bench. We got some of those Hope starters back in. We got Carl Bloom Garner, Jemison Viss, and that's Bellows in there for the Dutch. High ball screen for Garner. Viss hesitates. Too strong, and she's fouled on the way up.
Yeah, Sydney Viss with the great drive there. One of the things that's been really crucial for Hope is how involved Sydney Viss gets in the offense, because Viss can shoot it from outside, but Viss is also a great dribble drive in the paint player as well. And so, you know, that's one of the things that is going to be keys to Hope's success in this game, is how well Sydney Viss can get into rhythm.
For those of you that this might be one of the first games you've seen of Hope, these last 5 minutes really is the best version of this Hope team. It's where it's so unselfish, multiple players being able to score at any point. Scoring 25 in the first quarter is extremely impressive against such a great team in Trine. And as Coach Cuss said, she said, I'm so impressed by this team's ability to be unselfish. To have 5, 6, 7 different players in double digits so far this year. Going the other way is Trine. Looks like that's Walter. I'm sorry, no, that's Roundhouse, and that's going to be a turnover out of bounds on Trine.
Yeah, great defensive work there by Hope to close that out. Again, Hope's quickness on defense cannot be understated, right? That's one of the things that they pride themselves on, is their quickness on defense and their ability to make other teams make mistakes.
It's Carl Bloom on the drive, and as we look at the turnover battle, it's Hope taking care of the ball, but only, you know, they're having 15.6 turnovers a game, not a stat you can be happy with, and trying just 13 turnovers a game, so a little bit better. And then at this level, taking care of the basketball is going to lead to points.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's really going to be kind of a game shifter here as well, because I think one of the things that Hope prides itself on is forcing a lot of turnovers and then points off of turnovers as well. Yeah.
So with Hope being a team that forces 21.5 turnovers a game, that's led to 22 points a game, and that's the same as their margin of victory so far this year. So a huge testament to their success. That's a great pass. Just rimming out there for Sydney Horton, the freshman from Indianapolis, Roncalli High School. Garner picks up a dribble, gets the ball to Bellows. Shot clock is off. Bellows!
Wow, Olivia Bellows. What a drive.
Right through her defender. Last shot here for Trine. Here's Katie Tate, dishes out Sherwood. 3, off the mark. And what a fantastic quarter here in DeVos Fieldhouse, Paul. 28-20.
Unbelievable.
Hope College unbelievably good offensively. So good offensively, and we're going to stay here for a minute to talk about that first quarter, Paul. Sure. 28-20, the Hope College lead. As DeVos, everybody filing in here with a lot of energy, as one of the best offensive quarters we've seen so far this year.
Yeah, it's pretty rare for teams to even score 20 points in a first quarter. Hope getting the better edge here with 28, Trine with 20. But I think the major difference that we're seeing here in this game is Hope's ability to lean into their bench play and get the 5 in, get the 5 out, run with pace, run with quickness. Those are the hallmarks of what Coach Mo is known for. And I would expect nothing less for Hope for the rest of the game here, as they're going to look to continue to push the pace, and they're going to ask Trine to run with them the entirety of this game. And I don't know, with the way that Trine's minutes play out, we'll see how the rest of it shapes out here. But I don't know if Trine will have that stamina to run with Hope in the way that Hope will push them to run.
You got to expect that this is a game where as the emotions start to taper, the rivalry kind of sets in, you just got to see who's the better team down the stretch.
Absolutely.
It was really a back and forth emotional first quarter, and as these teams settle in, I think Trine's going to have a good plan of being able to double where they need to and force Hope to beat them off the dribble. But like you said, I mean, if they're shooting at that clip and they're that efficient scoring, it's going to be hard for them to stay in it. Hope will start with the basketball here.
You know, both teams shooting remarkably well in that first quarter. Trine with a little bit less of an edge in the three-point percentage. Hope shooting 66%. Trine shooting 43%. But here's where the big difference is. Field goal percentage. Hope shooting 83% and Trine only at 54% right now.
Wagner guarding Viss. She creates a tough shot for Sydney Viss on the way up. She's just off the mark, and it's going to be Trine basketball here.
Yeah, Courtney Lee unable to corral that down in the paint. Ball kind of caromed off of the basket in kind of the wrong way, maybe the way that Courtney wasn't expecting it to.
In for Trine now is Sander, Brownhouse, Wagner, and that looks like that's Hudson. Then on the other end, driving is Katie Tate. Dishes out. Oh, they're going to say Keegan Kaiser did not have her feet down.
Wow.
So the refs are going to get Kaiser there. Would love to see that in replay. But that's a tough call to make there. You're going to say she did not have her feet down. So Kaiser's going to pick up her second early in the second quarter. So she's got to take some time on the bench. In the ball game is Bellows.
Yeah, Wagner fighting through that screen just a little bit too much. I think they got her with a little forearm shove there. That may or may not have been what we call a makeup call.
Yeah, Wagner doesn't love that call. It's a tough one. It's where she's kind of grabbing Garner on her way around the screen.
Yeah.
Just getting too close to the body, and Garner kind of flops her hands out. And not a flop, but, you know, she's going to get called for that. Here's Garner going the other way.
That's called good gamesmanship there, Matt.
Stalemate 28-20 now. Jemison at the top of the key. Just out. Bellows thinks about it. Creates space. Dishes down to Jemison. Jemison's got room to work. Up and under. Off the mark. Rebounds brought down by Wagner, going the other way. Wagner in transition. Too strong is the pass to Tate.
Yeah, really great footwork on that previous one by Raven Jemison. At the other end here, Sydney Wagner running the point, just a little bit too strong on that pass, but a really good look as Wagner's done a great job distributing the ball all game.
Here's Jemison, top of the key, dribble driving. She's trying to get the high screen roll for Bellows. Bellows thinks she might have been fouled on the way up. We play on. Wagner quickly in transition to Sherwood. Sherwood with room. She's blocked by Jemison. They're going to get her on the foul. Jemison just nods her head yes and says absolutely. Looked like some hand there, on-hand action. She's not going to complain about that one. A couple of subs in now for Hope.
Yeah, the entire coaching staff for Hope College kind of came out of their chairs there as they did on the previous call on the block against Keegan Kaiser.
So Lauren Leach's first minutes of the game, and then that's Brunsburg and Maynard back in the ball game as well. Couple of freshmen and a sophomore in here that have been very impactful through 13 games for Hope. Gets both to go for Sherwood. Sherwood really valuable minutes off the bench so far for Trine. Maynard trying to create work. Now to Leach. Creating space, pass down to Jemison with room. Up, so strong.
Wow, Raven Jemison.
Really strong take.
You know, that's one of the things from, you know, basically like her sophomore year. She didn't play a lot as a freshman, but Raven Jemison from her sophomore year to now, her footwork is just night and day difference, Matt.
She's strong, she's competitive, she knows what she wants to do, and she's an anchor down there defensively as well as she pulls down the rebound. Maynard probing, trying to find an open girl to pass to. Brunsburg with room to work. She pump fakes. Jemison cross-court pass to Brunsburg. Brunsburg now driving. Here's Bellows at the top of the key. Shot clock winding down. Wow. Gets the two to go.
Yeah, Olivia Bellows knifing in and out of the lane. That's her game this year, Matt. She is a streaking player. And when she gets that move and she does that jab step and go, she's pretty much unstoppable.
She's been really impressive on the drive, and here's Wagner, too good.
Wow.
My better is better than your better.
Holy cow, Sydney Wagner with the shot pretty much from Grand Rapids, man. She was well beyond that outside arc.
I just love that from a player that confident. And she gets the steal, and she's out in transition. Wagner, do it myself. But she misses the 2 off the steal. One she would like to come back. Here's Hope. Horrendous pace right now. Let's catch our breath here. Maynard probing, trying to set up a play here. Man, Trine getting them down to the last seconds of the shot clock every possession. Bellows, 3, off the mark. So they're going to get Hope on the shot clock violation.
Okay.
A couple of subs now in.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm not entirely sure if that ball went out of bounds before the shot clock expired, but the near side official here to us taps the top of her head and says that's a shot clock violation.
So a couple of subs here for Hope. It looks like, for Trine back in the ball game now. That's number 12. That's Alexis Snodgrass, sophomore from Hartford. Driving there is Allie Walter, as well as Chelsea Jasigi. I'm sorry. No, that's Allison Capuch. Here's Wagner now. Driving here. She dishes out. Capuch, 3, just deep. And fighting for the rebound.
Yeah,
down
nice
there that
tie
looks
up
like
there.
Snodgrass and Lee. Let's go back to that possession, that Wagner 3. What I love about that, Paul, is just you have to find a way to stop the bleeding, being down 10. And she just thought, I know I can do this at any point in the game, and this is the time I need to keep our team in it.
Yeah, absolutely. Sydney Wagner, really, like we talked about, is a game-changing player, and she can take over the game at any point in time.
It's a really good pass down there by Capuch, but it's going to be off the hands of Snodgrass.
Yeah, just enough defensive pressure from Hope, right? And that's kind of been the game so far, is that Hope has put just enough pressure on Trine to keep them making mistakes and turning the ball over. That's the 3rd or 4th time that Trine has had a couple of missed passes, and a lot of that is due to Hope's closeout pressure.
Here's Maynard now, creating offense for Hope. Pump fake for Viss. I think they're going to get the foul on the ground here. Yep. Foul's going to be on Katie Tate.
Yeah, Sydney Viss pushed as she was knifing to the basket. The near side official here had the best view of that, of course, as he was directly behind them.
Lee has room to work. But it looks like they're also going to get a foul on the ground. Foul on Snodgrass.
That's a great turn from Courtney Lee, though, too. That inlet pass and then the turn to the open side. I don't even think Lee realized that she had that much room, because she put the ball up pretty strong, even though the foul was made before the basket was shot.
They're going to get Lauren Leach on the travel. I think she just kind of had happy feet there.
Took a shuffle step before a dribble. That's been the refs are really keying in on that, Matt. I've noticed that in a lot more games this year, that the refs, that little jab step, the little shuffle step, you're not able to get away with that anymore, and they are really keying in on that.
Great defense by Lauren Leach, but it's stolen by Katie Tate as Hope tries to get out too quickly. Wagner with room.
And there's a shuffle, yep.
It's that same one.
Yeah. That's exactly right. This game moves so fast, right? And the players are often so quick to try to make that first move, to try to get their defender on their heels. And a lot of times they end up just taking a little extra half of a shuffle before they should.
Garner ushering offense now for Hope. Under 5 to play. That's just a frustration foul right there by Wagner. Just didn't like that last possession. Wasn't happy with that last possession, just kind of gets too handsy there. Looks like if we're looking at the scorebook, they must not have gotten Wagner on that foul that was coming off of Garner earlier, because the scorebook just shows she only has one. Because you would think with two that she'd be sitting on the bench at this point,
for sure,
which would be really important. Brunsberg, three. Off the mark, and that's Katie Tate with the rebound. Wagner wanted to move with pace. Pooch out. Three. It's a really good look.
Yeah, I thought that was down from this angle here.
Carlbloom for three. Deep. It's tipped out by Courtney Lee, but it's brought down by Capuch. Wagner now creating offense. Dishes out Capuch for three. Off the mark again. Still finding the open girl, but shooting 30% from three is tough.
Oh,
Sydney Viss, body control.
So soft on that touch. You know, Trine, we're narrowing down to 3 minutes left in this first half. Trine has only scored 5 points so far, Hope with 6. So it's been a hugely defensive battle in this second quarter here. Quite a few missed shots. I would be interested to see what the field goal and 3-point percentage winds up looking like as we go into halftime here, because it is certainly not the barn burner of a matchup that we had in the first quarter. But that's to be expected, right? When you've got two powerhouse teams like this, it's going to be a slugfest.
A couple of subs back in. Looks like some starters back in now. The 5 in for Trine here. It's Roundhouse, Wagner, Sanner, Tate, and Sierra Hines. Hines been quiet since those 3 threes she hit in the first quarter. Sanner with strength. She's fouled on the way up. I think they're going to get Raven Jemison.
Oh, Sydney Viss.
Yeah, they're going to get Viss. Okay.
Yeah. I believe Sydney Viss kind of came in, knifed in, and then maybe got her on the arm there as Sanner was going up. Wow. Shooter's roll, if there ever was one.
So down 8, here's Trine. Got to think the opportunity here is we got to keep it within striking distance, keeping things within 10 points. As they cut the lead to 7. Garner been quiet offensively so far today, but distributing for others. And yeah, it looks like Carlbloom just picked up that foot. I thought I saw it from over here behind the scorer's table. She picked up both feet and called for that 10 times out of 10. Wagner dribble handoff with Hines over there on the left side. High screen and roll for Sanner. Creating space. Ill-advised pass by Wagner. She's upset at herself on that one. She tries to find Roundhouse down there. It's just weren't on the same page, so she's going to take a break on the bench here. The sub in the ballgame is Sydney Horton, the freshman from Roncalli. Roncalli, small private school in the south side of Indianapolis. Historically been a pretty good basketball program.
Yeah.
As well as football. They've had a pretty good prep football program for years up there on the south side. Viss trying to go work on Horton. Bad pass by Sydney Viss right in the hands of Abby Sanner. And she gets it right back. Maynard in transition. Viss with strength. Oh. Fouled on the way up. That's by Roundhouse.
Yeah, Sydney Viss was looking for a streaking Carlbloom through the lane. There was a beautiful looking pass just snuffed out by the Trine Thunder. But then Hope gets it back here on the other end thanks to their heads-up defensive play. And now Sydney Viss is going to the line to shoot 2 to try to put Hope up. Here as we wind down to 2 minutes and 22 seconds left in this first half.
35-27, Hope College. This was 1 more.
This gets both to go, extending that Hope lead to 9. Horton, handoff to Hines, all at the top of the key. Tate puts the ball on the ground, tries to dish out to Horton. And here's Sanner with room to work. She just loses the ball out of bounds.
And this is where things get different for Trine and Hope here. Hope forcing a tremendous amount of turnovers so far in this game, and their defensive pressure has caused a lot of mental mistakes for the Trine Thunder, and it's just simple enough, right? But simple but effective.
Jemison top of the key and out to the guard, Garner. Garner, a lot of room to work. Viss, three-pointer. Wow. Nothing but nylon.
Sydney Viss from the top of the outside arc.
A dagger three for Hope College going up 12 here. Horton, lefty. Yeah. Good answer.
Yeah. Horton says anything you can do, I can do better. Trine faithful coming alive over our left shoulder here now, Matt. Banging the drum, as it were.
There's Bellows here on the drive, creating space, fading, just short. There's Horton going the other way. Tate puts the ball on the ground. It's out Sander for 10 feet. Too strong. Bellows moving now across the timeline with pace. Bellows, nice move, and a rebound brought down by Jemison. Garner, three, yes!
Wow, that's big for the Hope crowd. They came alive when that hit the bottom of the net.
It's anybody on this Hope team at any time, and that's what they've found to be their identity. As Viss fights through that screen, they're going to get Sander. So she's got a third foul and a massive one to boot with 24 seconds left. You got Abby Sander, your starting center, having to take a seat on the bench.
Yeah, shot clock turned off now. I would expect Hope to try to, make sure that they hold enough for the last shot here. Hope's been really, really successful so far with the dribble drive kick. They've also been really successful about dribble driving in the paint and just going for two. So we'll see what happens here as we tick down with 14 seconds left.
Garner, high ball screen, thinks about it. Bellows for three, off the mark. And that does it for the first half. Oh, we got 42-30.
Wow.
The Hope College lead here at DeVos. So we see Trine walking by the scores table here, looking like they got some stuff to consider. Sydney Wagner with a determined look on her face, wondering what else it's going to take for them to get back in this ball game.
And Sydney Wagner is the type of player who will not be denied. So, I would expect Trine to come out with a fiery vengeance in this second half here. We'll see if they can match Hope's fitness here. Right now, Hope with a 12-point lead at half, thanks to some excellent first half scoring. I think we've got an absolute, again, like we talked about, slugfest, barn burner, all the different phrases and adjectives that you can throw at this one. This has the hallmarks of being one of the best games of the year.
We'll take a break for halftime. Hope College with a 12-point lead. When we come back, we'll break down some of those first half stats, talk about what it's going to take in the second half for both teams.
We also have two hoop sponsors for today's game, including...
Whether you're building your dream home, buying a fixer-upper, or downsizing, the process can feel overwhelming. Let the local team at Lighthouse Title help the closing process be one less worry. Just ask your real estate professional or lender to close at Lighthouse Title. To learn more about how we are involved in our 35 communities or to ask us any questions about the process, visit us online at lighthousetitle.net.
CEO of the ODC network. I graduated from Hope in 1998. I studied biology, and then I also played football. In order to be successful, people really need more than just the academic experience, but they need people to come alongside them and help them, coach them, mentor them. I find that Hope College has just been one of the best examples of being able to do that anywhere.
As an invested community partner, LVZ is proud to help share Hope stories of transformational impact.
In our popular mythology, revolutions happen in Silicon Valley, right? But no, the revolution happened here.
I think we are starting a revolution. It's coming from a very strong sense of who we are.
It's immediately creating a multi-generational community.
There's something magical happens when you shift from being a payer to being a giver.
Hope Forward has 58 students, I think, today-ish. You know, when we started in '94, we had 47. It's doable. What they're trying to do is doable. Getting people to believe early on is the hardest part.
It has given people a sense of belonging to a cause greater than themselves.
This can happen. This is possible, and we need each of you to be brand ambassadors for this initiative.
We're all aware of the crisis in American education. There are other crises as well that I think are linked to it. The second is the crisis facing our young people, the mental health crisis. And the third crisis is the crisis in our church. And when I look at what is happening here at this school, in this community, I see it as not just addressing the first of those crises, but all three of them.
The students are incredible, and the idea is incredible. Why not 30 years from now, this is the norm?
I've said this a million times, but who better than a place called Hope to run toward things that to the world look hopeless?
Can't none of y'all beat me. Boy, I'm so good, it feel like I'm cheating. A well of the storm, I feel like it's season. This type of drive could push Lamborghinis. So get yourself signed and have your own sneaker. I'm in the van, I'm pushing the meter. A legend like John for everyday people. I got the heart of a champion. I got the blood of a winner. I don't know how to be stagnant. I got way too much ambition. I keep on beating statistics. How would I be denied? My only option is winning. I'm crossing the finish line. I put myself in a place where nothing can top me. I feel like I'm space. It's bigger than profit, but still I get paid. My thinking colossal, not minimum wage. Talk to the loss like I know the way. Stay on my job like who need a break? It wasn't possible, I heard them say, but I'm like MacGyver to all my mistakes. Run it back home, now look at the bases. Been winning so long, I feel like a native. I got what you want, but you cannot take it. I do what you don't, cause I'm more creative. I put me on, no help for your favors. I'm breaking the mold to show you the flavors. I got control, you can't enable. I'm using my flaws to make me the greatest. I'm number one. I'm number one. I'm number one. Yeah, I'm number one. 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 Yeah, I'm number one. I'm number one. Once I
Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
A smile, the universal hello. A friendly welcome and a sign of confidence. A simple smile can brighten someone's day. At MIAA Dentistry, we design beautiful smiles for the whole family. We strive to meet your individual goals with the latest technology to give you a healthy, lasting smile. MIAA Dentistry, where smiles begin. Proud partners of Hope Athletics.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and flaws. Can we see beyond the uncertainty and brokenness? At Hope College, we do. Not by ignoring the world as it is, but by learning and living with the belief that this is not the world as it should be, by driving to understand, to unlock clarity, to amplify truth, by leading with inspired compassion, by embodying a vision that illuminates greater opportunity for all, by serving with anchored conviction, using our collective gifts to offer this world what it needs most. Hope. Not simply hope as a desire, but hope as a way of being. Because hope has changed the way we see the world, and hope drives us to change the way the world is. Because hope shapes our calling. Because hope inspires our dreams. Because hope empowers our talents. Because hope frees us to try. Because hope transforms what we believe, transforms how we act, transforms who we are. At Hope College, we know this life-altering grace is a gift we have all been given, and it is the greatest gift we can offer the world. hope transforms.
Hey, back here at DeVos Fieldhouse, Matt Wayner and Paul Willard. 42-30 is the Hope College lead, and it's exciting to be back here in Holland, Michigan, as students are starting to be back on campus. So it's exciting for these students to be starting up their second semester. Take this time to thank all our sponsors for the sponsors and for all the work they've been doing. As we wrap up that first half, you know, the main thing really being Hope continuing to take care of the basketball. You know, points off turnovers has been huge for them, as it has been all year, you know, getting up about 22 points per game off turnovers for Hope. So it's been fantastic. And Trine, I believe, is going to have really an ability to match up a little bit more, might mix in some matchup zone. That's something, you know, Coach Cuss, when I had the opportunity to talk to her yesterday, she had mentioned, you know, this is a team that we're starting to mix in a few things more defensively, and it's been to their credit. Something that is a credit to that coaching staff, as well as their players to be able to adapt and adjust to be able to make those sorts of defensive adjustments. Looking at some of the stats here from that first half.
Thank you.
It's Hines still leading Trine with 9 points. For Hope College, Garner has 10, Sidney Viss has 9, Braden Jemison with 6, and a host of other Dutchmen. Hope College shooting 50% from the field, 33% from 3, and 83% from free throw. For Trine, 40% from the field, 38.5% from 3, and 100% from the free throw line, 5 of 5. So, yeah. Paul, as we head into the second half, what are the keys that you continue to see in this game being for Hope to remain up and for Trine to get back in it?
Yeah, you know, I think one of the things that Trine tried to do in the first half was really distribute the ball down low, but there were a lot of unforced errors or forced errors on Trine's behalf. A lot of overpasses, a lot of missed passes, a lot of passes that went a little too long. You know, I think if they can get the ball down into the paint a little bit and maybe cause a little disruption to Hope's defensive set and then thusly their offensive set, I think Trine could catch Hope in getting into a little bit of foul trouble with their bigs there. And then I think also the keys for Hope here, keep using the bench. That was huge in the first half here. Hope was really running 5 in, 5 out, and very successfully as well, as we have seen scorers for Hope kind of all over the board for them, right? So I think those are going to be some of the big key takeaways here. We'll see what Hope can do in the second half as they are up 12. They're certainly not going to let their foot off the gas pedal, though. They are not that type of team.
We're going to see in these first 5 minutes kind of the direction this game goes, as Hope could break it wide open and Trine the other way around. They're going to get Kaiser on the travel early there.
Yeah, not surprising to see that called again. That was called probably 3 or 4 times in the first half as well. The little shuffle step, as we talked about. You know, the women on the floor need to be a little bit more mindful of that. Otherwise, they're going to get called for a travel every single time.
On the top of the key, Hines and Sander dish off to Wagner. Too much room for her. She gets the easy 2. There's getting that lead down to 10, and the Trine crowd is into it now, all the way from Angola. Shout out to these fans to our left. Carl Bloom with room to work. Gets out, and that's Katie Tate going the other way. Here's Wagner. Couple of tough possessions there for Hope so far. Hines down low, nice pass by Sander, out. 3-pointer from Roundhouse, wow. She does it. And And just like that, 12-point lead becomes 7 for Hope.
Trine fighting their way back into this thanks to the big crowd behind us on our left shoulder here, really stepping into it and kind of willing their team to victory, or at least a comeback here a little bit.
As Kaiser gets that 2 to go, extends the lead to 9.
Taking the timeout.
Coach Morehouse. We're going to take a break. Coach Morehouse is going to take his timeout. That's a 30-second timeout. We'll be right back here in a few. Willard. Here's Sydney Wagner heading up offense. This is the start that Trine wanted. And that lead within 10. Here's Wagner, top of the key, thinks about it. Hines, 3. Off the mark. Looks like they're going to get Sander. And that is Abby Sanders' 4th foul. We're going to see a lot of Sherwood this second half, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's very dangerous for Abby Sander to be in foul trouble this early on in the second half here. One more and she's sitting on the bench for the rest of the game. So Coach Andy Rank smartly taking her out right now with 8 minutes left to go.
Kaiser dishes out. Jemison thinks about it. It's up to Garner to set something up offensively. Garner with room to work, trying to find the open player. Tremendous D by Wagner. As that ball just rims out for Garner. Here's Wagner going the other way. Thinks about it. And a steal by Sydney Viss. Viss going the other way. She's swatted on the way up, and they're going to get Roundhouse on the foul. Smart foul by Roundhouse.
Sydney Viss trying to get her defender up in the air a little bit. I almost thought that Viss was just going to run straight towards that basket and give it a little curl layup there. But Viss trying to draw the contact and maybe go for the and one.
Yeah, she had the opportunity to really just put it up and in, no problem. I think she wanted contact, craved it on the way up a little bit.
Yep.
For a player like her, playing with brothers growing up, not used to, very much used to playing a physical style play. And she's been tremendous in her sophomore year for Hope. The lead back to 10 for the Dutch. High PER in this ball game for Wagner. If we had that stat, she's just had the ball so much. She just misses the 2, thinks to foul. Viss thinks about it. She drives with space. Nice dish down to Lee.
Wow, yeah.
Easy 2.
You know, one of the things that Courtney Lee, I think, has really worked on in the past couple of weeks is those short-range jumpers. She's hit a number of them in this game and done so with great success. That's one of the things that Courtney Lee is growing in her confidence as a junior here. Of course, a member of that national championship team as a freshman.
Hines just off the mark, but that's going to be an offensive board by Roundhouse. Out to Sherwood. Sherwood trying to create space. She's fouled on the way up by Viss. Oh, wow. They're going to say foul on the ground.
Wow. Coach Andy Rang, I'm not a lip reader, but I believe it was, "Are you kidding me?"
As he has you can see on the TV, he's got the surrender cobra.
That's right.
Michigan fans have seen that one.
Yep.
Michigan fans, a lot to be happy about, but that is a reminder of that terrible loss to Michigan State years ago.
Absolutely.
Trouble with the snap, as Andy Rang doing his best impression. Roundhouse driving, easy 2.
What a great take by Roundhouse. Just slipping around that screen and driving straight through the paint for the easy bucket.
Brunsberg now in. It's Brunsberg, Bellows, Lee, Kern, Maynard. It's that second unit for Hope now. It's just down to Lee. Lee trying to create space to go up strong. Nice pass to Bellows. Bellows fouled on the way up. It's a great find by Courtney Lee.
Nice little cut there by Olivia Bellows as well. And she gets, she gets the forearms just held as she's trying to go up for that, what would have been an easy two. And Bellows now to the line to shoot two as we see Hope with a 47-37 lead.
Bellows gets the first to go. She's been great from the free throw line this year. She gets the second, and now Hope College, 13 of 15 from the free throw line. And Paul, what a huge recipe for success.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when you shoot free throws like that and you're that successful, Trine has also been very successful from the charity stripe in this game as well, as we see Sydney Wagner heading to the line to shoot two. But anytime that you can shoot above 80-85% from the free throw line, you have a really, really good chance of winning the ball game.
Maynard gets her second foul, and I like this from Wagner, saying really she just wants to get to the free throw line, have an opportunity to create baskets for herself. She's done it well all game, and now she's got 9. Gets the second to go. As we take a look at that replay here. Back to action now as Bellows dribble driving, dish out. Brunsberg, 3. Off the mark, rebound brought down by Maynard. The offensive board, as she tries to go up, she's fouled.
Yeah, really great hustle play by Taryn Maynard to see where that shot by Brunsberg was going to kind of careen off of the rim, and just in the right spot at the right time, Taryn Maynard was. And Coach Courtney Cust has told me on multiple occasions that Taryn Maynard is the strongest player that they have on their team, and she showed it right there, playing through the contact.
So that foul is going to be on Katie Tate, her second so far today. Looks like they're going to get checking in the ball game. There is Allison Capuch. As Maynard gets 2 to go.
What a take by Maynard.
Her first 2 points of this game.
Sydney Wagner blanketing Taryn Maynard on that dribble drive as well. But like we talked about, Taryn Maynard being one of the strongest players on the squad, she definitely put it up and in.
Roundhouse, ill-advised pass as she tries to get that out to Katie Tate. It's Capuch coming in the ball game now for Roundhouse. Hope clinging to a 12-point lead. And they've got that second unit in here that held it down in the first quarter.
And Coach Mo over here on the sidelines near our right side here is just as fired up as they come right now. He is really kind of giving all the enthusiasm to his team right now.
That's a pass by Brunsberg, trying to find Courtney Lee down there. It's going to be off the hands, and it looks like Sherwood. So we'll stay with Hope College. Here's Bellows on the wing, driving, trying to create space. Dish down to Lee, and they're going to get Lee for the travel.
Yeah, she took a couple of steps on there. I couldn't really see as there were multiple bodies down in the paint, but that sideline official calling Lee on the travel right there as she had the best vantage point of it.
Here's Wagner now setting up offense on Maynard. A lot of room to work for Capuch. Nobody rotated over. She misses it. Looks like that's going to be off the hands of Lee.
Yeah, Courtney Lee with a great effort there. I think she may have thought that she got hooked as she was trying to run for that rebound. Referees say nothing doing. Ball out of bounds now with Sydney Wagner inbounding it here on this near side.
She's down to Sherwood. She's getting doubled. She still goes up, and she's fouled on the way up. I think that's going to be on Chloe Brunsberg.
Number 2, Chloe Brunsberg. That is her second. Team's third.
Nothing but the bottom of the net for her. I love that sound, Matt.
I like that they got the mics on the rims now, so it's capturing that sound. I don't remember that from the past, but that's impressive. So we got a 10-point lead now as Bellows trying to go to work. They're on Hudson. Bellows, 3. Just long. Man. Rebound brought down by Sherwood.
Great looking shot by Olivia Bellows there. That little step back 3 as her defender kind of got caught up in the screen. And Bellows with the step back 3 did everything right on that shot except find the bottom of the bucket.
So Maynard, a 3rd foul. She's going to have to take a break on the bench. It's time for Jada Garner to get back in the game to check in on Wagner. Here's Wagner, dribble driving with space. Looks like they're going to get Garner on that foul. She's trying to wonder what she did. As we see in the replay, guessing it must be too much on the body as she creates space.
Yeah.
Another one from the free throw line for Wagner.
Wagner with 11 points so far, well on pace for her season average, 17 a game. Although she has not been the dynamic scorer in this game that I think the Trine Thunder faithful are used to. But Wagner absolutely with game-breaking talent and can take over at any point in time like we've talked about in this matchup. I would expect Sydney Wagner to get the ball in her hands a lot more as we head into the 4th quarter here in just a few short minutes.
It's a testament to her ability to be able to impact the game in that way. And here's Leach in the ball game now. Nice pass, Garner 2 easily.
Wow, what a great move by Jada Garner in the paint.
For 3, Capuch.
Great shot by Capuch.
Lead down to 7 for Hope. Garner top the key to Lauren Leach. Lauren Leach trying to create space out to Viss. Viss now driving. Up and under, too strong. Rebound by Jemison. Jemison up, too strong, gets her rebound again. I think they're going to get Jemison on the travel on her way down. Here's Roundhouse trying to go to work. She's doubled there by Viss and Jemison. Sherwood, 3. Off the mark. Rebound brought down by Jada Garner. Going the other way now. Both teams been a little bit stagnant. They're going to get an off-ball foul on Jemison there. She uses her hands to push Sherwood out of the way. Just kind of a frustration foul.
Wow.
Coach Morehouse looking for explanation on the off-ball foul. I don't know if you saw it, Paul. I saw it clearly. It looked like she hooked the defender and tried to move her off the hip.
Sure.
Too much with her hand.
Yeah.
I know they're always going to call that when you're not too tight to the body and you extend a hand through a body. Happened to me in pickup the other day.
Yeah, there you go.
Here's Wagner for 3. Oh, jeez. Rebound brought down by Capuch. Trine with a huge opportunity right now to break this lead. Sherwood driving. Gets it to go.
Wow.
We got a ball game.
Yeah, we do. What a take by Sherwood. Possession where that shot from Sydney Wagner went in and out of that from that 3-ball that she shot. I think Olivia Bellows had started up the court here and the ball was bouncing right to her, but she had thought that Raven Jemison corralled that rebound and she already headed up the floor towards the other end and completely missed that the ball was right on her hip. If she would have turned around, she would have been able to possess it.
So Sherwood's got the and one opportunity and they get the lead down to 4. So as what was once 12-point lead for Hope College is now just 4 as we're finishing up this 3rd quarter. Garner. It's out to Lee, out to Viss. Viss going to work there on Wagner, and they're going to get Wagner for the foul.
Trine falls on number 15, Sydney Wagner.
That's just Wagner's second.
Yeah. Sydney Wagner not happy about that call.
She's played all but every minute in this third quarter, I believe. I don't think she's come out yet. On pace easily for that 30-plus minutes a game. This short. This gets the second to go.
The Trine faithful here over our left shoulder, letting their feet do the work.
I don't know if the rim is picking up all that noise that Trine is making over there, but they're keeping them in this ball game.
Yeah, Trine always travels well to DeVos Fieldhouse, and like I said at the top, this team has won the past 2 regular season games in this fieldhouse. Sydney Wagner,
who else?
Like we talked about, she's a bucket. She can get it.
She's got 14. Here's Carl Bloom. Out to Viss, trying to work on that dribble drive on Capuch. Kaiser driving, picks up a dribble, out to Garner. Sydney Wagner not happy about that foul there. Trying to understand what happened as she's going to take a seat on the bench. Back in the ballgame is Horton here. Wagner not happy about that foul. That's her third.
Yeah, she's going to head to the bench with 3 minutes 16 left in this third quarter here.
And I don't blame her. A little bit bailing out Garner, who didn't have a ton of a plan heading to the basket there as the shot clock was expiring. Garner gets the first one to go, as well as the second. For 3,
she's deep, triple try.
Opportunity there. And here's Trine going the other way. Sherwood, 3. Yes!
Wow!
Massive minutes off the bench for Sherwood. As Sanders on the bench with 4 fouls, and Sherwood is picking up the slack.
We have a 2-point game here, Matt. 12-point lead at half, down to 2. Trine doing everything they can to stay in this game, clawing their way through some excellent shooting, some excellent 3-point shooting, and some great physical play both on the offensive and defensive end.
So Hope now trying to avoid a 3rd straight home loss to Trine, as they cling to a 3-point lead now with Garner at the free throw line. Coach Andy Rang really had their number the last few seasons.
Yes, he has. And it is always going to be, you know, the top of the MIAA for the past 3 or 4 or 5 years has been Hope Trine, Hope Trine, Hope Trine. And I would expect nothing less from this game here. And we've got a kick ball from Courtney Lee as that inlet pass was coming in, kind of careens right off of her shin.
Both teams been pretty efficient right now. Hope College, 47% from the field, 28 from 3, not great, 86 from the free throw line. Trine, 44 from the field, 38 from 3. Sherwood off the mark, rebound brought down by Viss. But Trine, 12 of 12 from the free throw line. Massive shift for them. Garner trying to create offense. Hope been kind of stale. She chucks up the 3. It's off the mark. And that's Addison Hudson trying to get that 3 to go. Trine just down 4 points at the end of the third quarter. Woo. We got a really exciting fourth quarter ahead of us as the starters check back in the ball game for Trine. Hope College clinging to a 4-point lead. We're going to take a break, Paul. We'll be right back here in a few.
Custer Insurance Agency is a proud sponsor of Hope Athletics.
Back here at Voss Fieldhouse, Matt Wayner and Paul Willard on the call here, 58-54, the Hope College lead. And Paul, you were informing me.
Not to jinx it.
No, but his number, Coach Morehouse, is at 697?
Currently, yes. 697.
697 wins. Coming into his 28th season. He needs 3 wins to get his way to 700. That is
And he would be
impressive.
the fastest coach in any division of any sport, both men's and women's, to get to 700 wins the fastest. Pretty impressive stuff. It seemed just only a few years ago that we were celebrating Mo's 600th win.
Yeah, I remember that. That feels like not too long ago.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, when you've got the winning percentage, you go on a 61-game win streak like they did during their national championship run, you know, you get to another 100 pretty quick.
For today, it's Trine and Hope, and Trine trying to make that hard. Wagner just short. Rebound is brought down by Bellows. Here's Maynard setting up offense as Garner takes a seat on the bench. It's Bellows, Maynard, Carl Bloom, Lee, and Keegan Kaiser. Bad pass by Bellows. Turnover here in the hands of Trine. Sierra Hines driving, trying to create space. She's bailed out by a Keegan Kaiser foul.
Yeah, that's going to be 3 on Kaiser now. I'm curious to see how much longer she stays in the game here, as she got into early foul trouble early on in that third quarter as well. So I'm curious to see what Coach Mo does here. Surprised to see that as a shooting foul, though. Because it looked like Sierra Hines was trying to make a pass, but maybe because she went up in the air, the refs thought that it was in the act of shooting.
Hines gets both to go. The foul trouble here is Sander with 4, Wagner with 3, and Hines with 3, and Roundhouse just with 2 fouls. So that's for their starters for Trine, something to watch moving forward. Maynard thinks about it, dishes down to Lee. A nice pass. Lee with room.
Too
that's
strong.
Off the mark.
Yeah.
Hines, 3-pointer. Yes! And for the first time in this ball game since 7-3, since 7 points. First time since the first quarter, Trine now has the lead here at DeVos Fieldhouse. Bellows answers.
Wow! Ice in her veins, Olivia Bellows. What a great looking shot, and the confidence from Bellows.
It's a prize fight, Paul.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, what a slugfest.
Lee's going to take a seat on the bench. Jemison in the ball game now. Kaiser takes a seat, and that's Sydney Viss back in the game. We'll see what Hope wants to do offensively now with Carl Bloom and Viss in the game. Katie Tate on the drive, puts the ball on the floor. It's stripped by Maynard, and a host of Dutch trying to find the ball. It will be Hope basketball. Timely turnover for them.
Yeah, great defensive close down there from Hope as they're up 2 right now. Again, slugfest after slugfest after slugfest here, Matt. Just body blow, waiting to see which team can really kind of pull away, because I think it's going to come down to the wire here unless either team is able to go on a tremendous offensive run.
Bellows creating space now on Roundhouse. Gets the ball out to Viss. Swarming defense there by Trine. Maynard gets through. It's off the mark. We got Trine basketball. Hines and Wagner both with 14 apiece here. Wagner dish down to Tate. Tate is doubled. Dishes out Hines. 3. Just off the mark. Not sure you can leave her open any longer.
No, Sierra Hines with the hot shooting in that first quarter, getting Trine's first, I think, basically 9 points.
Wagner and Viss fighting for the ball. Coach Mo gets a timeout called. So we got 7:23 in this ball game. It'll be Hope basketball when we return here in just a few minutes.
Timeout, Hope, 30-second timeout.
Back here, DeVos. Matt Wayner and Paul Willard on the call here. 7:23 to play. 61-59 is the Hope College lead here. Wagner doing everything she can with Hines to lead this team. Here's Carl Bloom driving. Dishes out. Viss thinks about it. She wants the high screen and roll. Nice pass down to Jemison. Jemison can't get the two there.
Yeah, Jemison found herself at the wrong angle underneath that basket. That was a beautiful little play there. Down low, and Raven Jemison just a little too close to the rim. Couldn't put it up and in, couldn't put it off the board. And we've got a 2-point lead here for Hope as we tick down with 7 minutes left.
It's Lauren Leach checking in the ball game now defensively, and for Carl Bloom. Tate dishes out. Hines. Just a rotation late again, and Sander finds herself with a rebound. Roundhouse driving, dishes out. Hines again. Can't get it to go. And Jemison finds a rebound, and a little bit of some talking and jabbing down there. That's between Katie Tate and Jemison. Jemison lucky that she didn't get that.
And that's
call.
4 on Sydney West as she's going to head to the bench now with 6:36 left. 4 fouls on Wagner. She got her, as you like to say.
So with 4 fouls, like you said, I mean, Wagner's got to take a seat on the bench. Massive for Hope now with the opportunity to extend this lead. If you're Hope, how much more confidence do you have attacking knowing that Wagner's not in the game? Jemison puts it on the ground. She's going to get called for the offensive.
Wow, the crowd is not happy about that. Coach Mo is not happy about that. Lots of boos raining down from the rafters here at DeVos. Looked like Raven was just trying to drive to the lane. Sander might have been moving her feet. We don't know. We don't get paid enough to make that call.
Horton, cross court to Capuch. Capuch drains it, but they're going to get Sherwood on a moving screen violation. She has a brilliant backdoor cut. Capuch, cross-court pass from Hines.
Beautiful play.
Horton. Yeah, beautiful play. Drains the 3, but they're going to get the moving screen there on Sherwood. Bellows going to work. Out to Viss. Viss just trying to draw contact. She just wants to get to the free throw line.
Yeah.
So that foul's on Sherwood. Sherwood just with 2 so far. She's got 12 this game. She said had to play a lot for Abby Sander. Sander with 4 fouls on the bench.
Matt, it feels like we've been stuck at 61-59 for about the past 7.5 minutes. I'm not entirely sure if that math works out, but it has definitely felt that way.
Viss just off the front of the iron. Here's Horton going the other way. Cross-court pass. Capuch, 3. Banks it in. She gets the bank.
The bank is open on Saturday in Holland, Michigan for Capuch. Holy cow.
1-point lead for Trine. Garner, dribble drive. Dishes out to Leach. Leach thinks about it, puts the ball on the floor. Passes out to Bellows. Bellows going to get called for the travel. She gets clarification from the ref and moves on to defense here. Horton now setting up offense here for Trine with that 1-point lead. Horton drives, room, off the mark, rebound brought down by Viss. Here comes Hope, going the other way. Leach, out on the wing, gets it out to Viss. Viss just driving, trying to force. Ooh. Oh no. Viss badly hits her head on the ground. So Hines is going to get called for that 4th foul. They're going to give Sydney Viss a minute here. It looks like she's going to be okay. Back here on the court, she's fine. She's coming back to the free throw line. Hit her head on the way down.
Yeah, that looked like a pretty tough fall for Sydney Viss. She's wiping her eyes clear. That's one of those kind of bell ringers that you get when your body hits the floor and then kind of your head does a little, Tim Coburna, athletic trainer out here, coming to check her out to make sure she's not concussed. Of course, we want Sydney Viss to be okay. We want her to stay in the game, but not at the expense of her health and well-being. So,
it's like trainer said, she needs an opportunity to come out of the game so she can get checked out. So they are able, I think, to have Taryn Maynard check in to shoot the free throws, and the ref has explained that to Coach Rang because of the injury. So the opportunity allows Maynard. She makes the first. As Coach Coburna doing a brief concussion check here on this. Maynard hits the second. Hope now leads by a point. I think Trine is able to find out they got a lot of help from these freshmen and sophomores. Capuch off the mark. Rebound brought down by Lee.
Wow. The Trine faithful not happy about that foul right there. Courtney Lee trying to turn her way out of traffic and get slapped on the forearm. And now that's 5 team fouls, so I think we're in the, are we in the 1-and-1?
I think it's double bonus.
Is it double bonus now? Yeah.
This Lee's at the free throw line, and Sherwood picks up her 3rd foul.
Yeah, soft touch there from Courtney Lee, putting Hope up by 2 right now. The chance to put Hope up by 3. She knocks it down.
Courtney Lee again. High level basketball here in DeVos Fieldhouse. Brownhouse with the ball. On the wing, dishes out Hines, so much room to work with. Hines again, late rotation, can't get it to go. The 3-point shooting has calmed down a little bit for Trine. Garner setting up offense to Maynard. Maynard probing with room, gets the 2 to go.
Wow, what a take from Taryn Maynard. This DeVos Fieldhouse crowd is about to come alive here. Coach Rang taking a timeout.
So Coach Rang taking a timeout. Opportunity for him to get his starters back in the ball game. So we're going to take a break, 67-62. When we come back, we got 4 minutes of great Division III basketball.
A smile, the universal hello. A friendly welcome and a sign of confidence. A simple smile can brighten someone's day. At MIAA Dentistry, we design beautiful smiles for the whole family. We strive to meet your individual goals with the latest technology to give you a healthy, lasting smile. MIAA Dentistry, where smiles begin. Proud partners of Hope Athletics.
Back at DeVos, 3:55 to play. Paul We got the starters back in the game now.
Yes, sir.
Wagner, Hines, Tate, Sander, and then that's the freshman Capuch for three-point opportunity as we're getting the Let's Go Hope chants here in DeVos. Welcome back from Christmas break, folks.
Yeah, indeed.
We got an MIAA matchup, 2 undefeateds in conference.
Yeah, we can foist all of the adjectives on top of this game, but the atmosphere in this building right now is absolutely electric. Wagner, wow, proving why she is the reigning MIAA MVP, hitting the short little 7-footer.
Here's Fiss on the wing, thinks about it. It's out to the guard, Garner. Garner with room. Yeah.
Oh. Just Jada the softest touch from Jada Garner.
She's
there.
Got the quietest 18 points I ever seen. Wagner hands off, top of the key. Sanders back in the ball game. She's got 4 fouls, and so does Wagner. Wagner, Capuch for 3.
Wow!
Massive
what a great
three.
shot. Yeah, massive
She's got 9 points now.
Bringing Trine within 2, 69-67, the Hope lead.
Garner setting up offense, gets it out to Maynard. Maynard, nice pass down to Lee. Lee, easy too.
Wow.
High level basketball.
Taryn Maynard just with the excellent court vision to see Courtney Lee down in the post, and Lee with the easy up and in.
Wagner fade away, can't get it to go. And I think they're gonna get Lauren Leach.
Wow, crowd doesn't like that one at all. Lauren Lee looking like she had the excellent box out there, really putting herself in great position to try to win that rebound. Sander going over the top. Ref says you maybe pushed her out a little bit too far. You didn't give her enough room. Looked like a great clear out from Leach though.
Wagner working on Garner, fading off the mark. It's going to be off the hands of Courtney Lee.
Wow. Again, the Hope College faithful in this field house not too happy with the calls that are coming in favor of the Trine Thunder. Not to be surprised, of course.
So it's Wagner on the wind drive. She cuts through. Easy 2. Off the mark. Sander off the mark. But Wagner's foot is out of bounds on that rebound. Turnover. Hope College basketball up 4.
Wow, kind of a chaotic play there. I'm surprised that at least one of those buckets for Trine didn't fall in. A couple of them putting them up a little too hard. And then Sydney Wagner with just the mistake of her heel on the end line.
Here's Bellows driving now for Hope. Great space out to Leach. Maynard thinks about it. Down to Lee. Lee dish out. Garner, 3. Oh, could have been the dagger. I think they're going to get Lauren Leach.
This crowd was ready to erupt if that Jada Garner 3 ball would have dropped. And we've got Lauren Leach with a foul on Sydney Wagner here.
So Wagner's at the free throw line. Carblum's going to check in the ball game now for Leach.
(71-67) lead here. Hope Flying Dutch on top of the Trine Thunder at the moment.
Wagner's first missed free throw of this game.
Wow, a rarity for her.
Second one as well. Here's Garner setting up offense now for Hope. Roundhouse guarding Garner here as Wagner can't pick up her 5th. Bellows, 3-pointer. Off the mark, rebound by Wagner.
Yeah, what a great looking shot from Bellows, though. Wide open, might as well take it.
Hines now driving, she's fouled by Bellows. Bellows so frustrated.
Yeah.
But it is on that right hand as she's trying to tip that ball out. She's going to get called for her foul. Hines hits the free throw. Hits the second.
Sierra Hines ice cold from the free throw line, ice in her veins from the free throw line, super hot as she made both of the buckets there.
So another
got
break.
A 30
we got
second
1:19 to play.
Yeah.
So we're going to take a break here. We'll be right back.
There are over 5,000 colleges and universities in the United States alone, and nearly every single one of them is named after a location or a historical figure. But along the shores of Lake Michigan, there is a school whose namesake is not a founder, not a historical figure, not a state, city, or physical landmark. It is named after an ideal, a virtue, a way of life. Its name is hope. It is so easy to get lost in what this world lacks, to become discouraged by its needs, gaps, and
College with the basketball, 71-69, 119 in county. Couple of possessions away from seeing who's not going to be undefeated anymore in conference. Got the three guards in for Hope. That's Gardner, Maynard, and Bellows. Dishes out Bellows, three-pointer, off the mark. Rebounds brought down by Sydney Wagner.
Yeah, it's a great looking shot again from Olivia Bellows. She's hit a couple from that spot so far in this game, just unable to do so on that one.
Wagner driving, dishes out, roundhouse three, long. Rebound brought down by Bellows. They might have to foul here as we got shot clock just 3 seconds away from game clock here. So a lot of on-ball pressure for Trine. So Jada Roundhouse is going to foul Maynard there. Put her at the free throw line, 18 seconds to play. Kind of in that in-between spot, just 3 seconds away. Now the shot clock is off for the remainder of this game.
Yeah, you know, and you definitely don't, like, that's the thing, is that you definitely don't want to try to foul too early there. Maybe force Hope to put up a bad shot as the shot clock was winding down. But then it eventually got to a point where Trine didn't have a choice but to foul so they could have a little bit more time left on the clock here. Taryn Maynard puts Hope up 3, looking to put them up 4.
She hits the second.
Full timeout here.
So we're going to take a full timeout. We'll be back with a 4-point lead in just a minute. Back here at DeVos, Hope College with a 4-point lead. Matt Wayner and Paul Willard on the call. As Coach Rang trying to get opportunity, see what he wants to do offensively. It's tough being down 4 with 18. You gotta hope that you can get a quick basket, foul, and another one.
Yeah. Yeah, and if you're Hope College, you know, I wonder what the strategy is. Obviously, the strategy is to contain Sydney Wagner as much as possible, but we've seen quite a few of Trine's players be able to hit it from deep. Sydney Wagner, of course, with that dangerous 15-foot range jumper, which she can easily drive down, take maybe 2 or 3 seconds off of the clock, make a shot, and you're back within 2 again, right? So,
I think you drive. I think you get Wagner the ball and just tell her to attack the basket. Hopefully she she gets fouled.
Yeah.
You try and set up an easy shot for her so you can get it down to 2. I don't think you need to hit a 3 here.
Yep.
And then you just foul right away and then try that again. So looking at the stats here, we got Wagner and Hines both with 16 apiece. Sherwood adds 12. Hope, it's Garner has 18. She's 7 of 7 from the free throw line. Been massive. Well, Biss adds 11.
Taryn Maynard hitting a couple of key at the end of the game, and when she came in and substituted for Sydney Viss when Viss went out with that little concussion. We're going to be back here with 18 seconds left, Matt. I mean, you can't ask for a better ball game right now. This atmosphere, like we talked about, has been electric. Sydney Wagner, the reigning MIAA MVP for the Trine Thunder, having herself an excellent game with 16 points. Sierra Hines with 16 as well for the Thunder. Just an excellent basketball game all around.
Here's Wagner, top of the key, out to Roundhouse. A step of best offense here. Wagner, Hines for 3. Off the mark, rebound brought down by Tate. And they're going to get Bellows on the foul. Bellows trying to ask for clarification. I think every foul so far in this game, Bellows has wanted clarification for. So Hines at the free throw line now.
Maybe just a little too much body on there. Olivia Bellows going straight up with her hands there as that ball kind of came right out at her, found its way into Sierra Hines' hands. But now you're in a situation where if Sierra Hines makes this, or she intentionally misses it and tries to get the quick rebound, we'll see what happens here.
They might. She hits it. Coach Mo taking a timeout. Down 2 here. We'll stay here with 5 seconds to play here in the ball game.
And if I'm not mistaken, this timeout, when the ball would normally be down on the end line, it allows the teams to advance it to the mid-court line. So Hope's going to take that inbound pass here from the mid-court line, from that center court line, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
And that's Chloe Brunsberg, who just checked in for Hope, as you see on your screen.
I believe that was the rule. That rule might have changed a couple of years ago, but I don't remember why it changed or why they could advance the ball on a timeout like that. But it looks like that's what's going to happen based on the referee's position at this point in time. And so I would expect, one of the things that I would look for is you're going to inbound the ball to Taryn Maynard, or you're going to inbound the ball to Jada Garner. 2 of your best free throw shooters on the night, 2 of your best free throw shooters on the season. And we'll see if they can put the game on ice for Hope here as we tick down with just a mere 5 seconds remaining.
If you can make it a 2-possession game, kind of just about ends it. Otherwise, Trine definitely going to have an opportunity. Trine will try to foul as quickly as possible here. Let's hope spreading it out. They've got 5 guards currently in the ball game. They're happy to give up an easy 2 to Sander if they need to. It's Garner trying to dribble the ball away. She's fouled with 1.8 seconds left. Great job by Garner.
And that's going to be Sydney Wagner's 5th.
So Wagner had to foul her, so she's not going to have the opportunity for the game winner here.
Entering the line for Trine, number 23, Sydney Wagner. 12th line, number 12, Keegan Kaiser.
Garner gets first go. She's 8 for 8.
Wow.
From the free throw line. Two-possession ball game just about wraps that up here. Massive game from Jada Garner, finishing with 20 points.
Again, like you talked about, the quietest 20 points that we've probably ever seen in a ball game here, Matt. But
Did it
Jada
all
Garner,
at the free throw line.
yeah, just doing it all.
Yeah, I mean, she was great, defended by Wagner, who was fantastic on both ends of the court. Really, Paul, I mean, all you can ask if you're trying, I mean, unbelievable effort from this team. They were fantastic.
Yeah, Trine, coming in, like we talked about up at the top, Trine basically making DeVos Fieldhouse their second home as they've won the past 2 regular season contests here in Holland, Michigan. It does not look like they're going to be able to walk away with a victory here, and Hope is going to draw 1 game closer to getting Coach Mo that 700th win on the season, or for his career, excuse me.
Refs are trying to make sure to deliberate substitution. Just as Sander had not checked out of the ball game, so she does have to stay in. Hines, 3.
Wow.
Bang, bang.
What a fitting end to this game, though. Matt, wow.
I hope you bet on the over in this one.
Holy cow, for real.
I don't know if DraftKings had a line set for this, but man, what a fantastic ball game here as Hope College closes out 75-74 in 2 fantastic teams. Hope will improve to 13-1, 5-0 in the MIAA, as Trine will be 10-4, 4-1 in conference. Fantastic job as Trine travels and just gave Hope all they could handle. Really good test for Hope College here at home, and they will see each other again in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, what an unbelievable game from both teams, Matt. The scoreline being 75-74 here is indicative of what an absolute slugfest this contest was. Hope walking away with the victory for the first time in two years on their home court versus Trine. Just what an excellent game. A privilege to call it with you, a privilege to share it with all the fans here and watching at home.
Hope College next Wednesday. They're going to be back here against Kalamazoo College.
Doubleheader.
In Trine's next game. You said doubleheader?
Yeah, with men's.
Oh, with the men's game.
Yep.
And then for Trine, they will take on Adrian next Wednesday night as well. That game at home for them. So best of luck to both these teams as they continue on. That'll do it for us. That's Paul Willard and Matt Wayner here on the broadcast. We will see you next time here from DeVos Fieldhouse.